Hiya guys, and welcome to some more Total War Warhammer 2. Um, I was doing a Loki Felhart campaign, which I actually really enjoyed, and although Archeon just died and the other tab is about to start coming my way, I was looking forward to actually trying to fend them off. I was going to add some spice in there. I want to show kind of what happened so it doesn't happen to anybody else, because it's crap the way it kind of happened. So like, you see that the Warherd Shadow gave here, for example, right? So say I click on Wargrove of Woe. So although I clicked on this, for some reason it was deleting the files from the one before. I'm not sure if it was lag or something, or I don't know. But it was showing on my screen, this one highlighted, was deleting the files from the one before it. So just be really careful if that happens to anybody else. So you don't delete something you didn't want to delete, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to be starting a new campaign. I don't want to be playing Dark Elves, and I don't want to be playing Skaven, because I just did Skaven online. I played Deathmaster, and I was trying to do challenge mode, which was a shin on the units. Shin on the units, except for the siege unit, which was oh fucking hell, the Skaven with the fucking drills that basically can attack and destroy walls. So what I'm going to be doing is in this one, I'm going to be doing a challenge mode as Grimgor Ironhide. I know they made some change to this guy in there. So what I'm going to try and do is, I'm going to play Grimgor, and I know I start with one of these. Once I've gotten rid of the need for the Doomdiver Catapult, the idea is to not recruit, because I'll start with that one so it's not being recruited, to not recruit any range units except in the scenario of a province being attacked that I need to keep, and I can quickly recruit a lord and then stick Regiments of Renown units inside it. That is the only exception from the Regiments of Renown where they can come in. And then once the threat is over, I'll be getting rid of the Regiments of Renown and probably that lord anyway. So they're just there to make sure I can defend a certain province if I need. Other than that, there'll be no range units in any of my armies. They're going to be pure melee. What I'm looking to try and maybe build, I want a Black Hawk Warboss in every army, a River Hag Troll in every army. That's going to be my gate breaker. But I'm probably going to go with some siege towers anyway to get my guys over the walls quicker. Probably quite a lot of Black Hawks. Maybe 3 or 4 units of Boar Boys. The normal Boar Boys, because I want anti-infantry, not anti-large. And probably some Nasty Skulkers. And purely, basically, the Boar Boys and Nasty Skulkers are taking out enemy artillery and enemy range units, while the Boar Boys, while the Black Hawks and the Heroes mop up their front line, essentially. And then I'm going to be starting a new campaign on the 27th, I believe, 27th or 28th on Twitch, which will be a co-op campaign with my friend Jamie, because we're getting prepared for Total War Warhammer 3, so trying to get some practice in with varying armies. So I'm going to be playing Drycher, and I'm not sure what he's playing as of yet, because he's not sure whether he wants to go and veer towards the evil side or the good side, because with Drycher you can kind of do either, because the good sides don't really like her and the evil sides don't really like her, but she can make some alliances kind of with either. She's probably more towards good, I'd say, than evil, but she'd quite happily kill anything else that gets in the way of her, well, is in her forest or gets in the way of her plans. So she's not clean and cut good by any chance. Ugh. Ooh. these will give me some hassle as well at the start of my machine campaign, the greenskins, because you kind of underestimate their war. And I don't mean where they get a second army for free. I mean the mini war they get in battles. Kind of works like the Dark Elves murder bar when it gets full. But that obviously only lasts for like 2 minutes. When it gets maxed out, where the war they can get multiple times. And it fills fast the more melee units you've got as well. But when they get that, it's just... Whew. It can even make a goblin nasty when they've got that bloody war. So the hardest part in this might really be just getting my feet off the ground at the start. Because you've got enemies all around you. And I kind of want to avoid Skaven where I can. Because Skaven could create a problem. I mean, there's one major weakness for the greenskins. Although you can get your campaign map war, where you start generating a second free army. So basically you've got 40 units in 20. If you get attacked and you get lightning striked, it lightning strikes your war. So they've only got to beat your main 20 stack army and it wipes out 40 units. So lightning striking greenskins is fucking invaluable. But the other thing that also works is ambush, which Skaven are really, really good at. So if you get ambushed...
Is yours, my brutal lord.
If you get ambushed by Skaven, it can again ambush out your it can ambush out your war, which is not something you really want. So I just need to figure out what buildings we're building on this guy, on this thing. Luckily it's a big province. So we need Black Hawk Big Boss, we need Black Hawks. Nasty Skulkers are there. My Boar Boys are there. So, 1, which I've already got. So 2, 3, 4 because we're on the River Hag Troll. Uh, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because that also lets us get the Goblin Big Bosses, which I don't want in my armies. I want them as my scouts because they've got the Assassinate. 9, we might as well. And I'm guessing we're going to need that, but we don't need the units it brings. Yeah, we do. That one's my Untainted. So it's Untainted 6, which is not a lot, and then Untainted in adjacent provinces +2. Oh, and that's the other thing as well. I'm not only allowed no range units in the armies, so I'm not allowed to recruit any range units in the armies. Obviously, if I wanted to like an Ragnarok, that's different because it comes with both ranged and melee. But the unit itself is a melee unit, just the auto fires the ranged on top. So they'd be like an exception to the rule if I wanted those. But no dedicated range units and no casters. So I'm not going to be taking any shamans, hero or lord, goblin or orc.
Yeah, what? Zog off. Get some! Keep moving! Ready for murdering. I'm the one true git.
Take that as well. He recruited a Night Goblin Shaman. Well, I just
Your territory
disbanded.
expands, Savage Lord. Yet there are many lands to conquer. In time, I foresee war with the greater tribes of the Badlands, as well as the stunted kind that dwell beneath the mountains. Keep your axe sharp, for Mork and Gork watch your progress with interest.
I'll probably go with raiding, because raiding's the easiest one to do. Because I don't really loot or sack the settlements, 'cause if I'm gonna, unless it's something I'm not gonna keep. So what, mob boss, which is basic version of quartermaster, renowned and feared. Where the hell are the ones that I want then? +8 at melee attack all orc infantry. It's probably that one then, the boys. For Goblin, Punt Wagon, Night Goblin, Squig Herd units. 15 physical, leadership 5, weapon strength 12. All orcs get 8% ward save, 12 armor, 5 melee defense. Nice, 8% ward save. I like to just plan out my lords in advance. Fucking hell, weapon strength 15% just flat. Jesus. He actually gets a tribute unbreakable. Fucking hell, let me try and work this fucker out then. So I think about if I do those, I don't know if I did one in that or something. So we're at what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You need to spend all 4. Ouch. Might not be worth it. Why don't we go 24 then? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. We're all going to take everything. If I take one off that, because that's 20% in it, take one there. If I take 2 off the armour, that's 20% as well, isn't it? Yeah. You need 5 though. Then again, how much do I get here? I get 15 there, but I get 15 there for 1, so actually I could take it off that. I could do that instead. So if I do... Yeah, if I take hatred off, I don't get hatred. Unless I go 1 point in that and 1 point in hatred. Because then that's 25%, which is more than just the 20. So yeah, so I could go 1 and 1. Don't take any points in that, because it's just 15 more armour. He's already got 120. And I think he gets more from that anyway. He gets another 10 there. So 1 point in that, none in that. And then none in this. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can go boom, 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 all the way through there. That one's good anyway. That one affects my Black Orcs, which is fine. That one's not so good because it's only for Orc big guns and Savage Orc big guns, which I won't be using. It causes fear and terror, which is fine. 15% hit points for 1 point rather than that. And then he gets 15% more speed as well as frenzy. So he's getting 10 more melee attack, 10% on piece weapon damage, 10% charge bonus, 10% base weapon damage, and immune to psychology. Now bear in mind as well, it's only disabled if his leadership is only 50%, but if he's unbreakable, that can't happen. So he basically has frenzy the entire time. So they've got synergy. So I think I'd probably go that way. And I'm buffing these because I think I'd rather buff my Nasty Skulkers than my Boar Boys. The Boar Boys a bit more speed and charge bonus, and I'll be honest, I'm not expecting much from my Boar Boys. What have these got? They've got Iron Mine, which is good. I'll probably end up taking that, as it's good to take in like every goddamn province. And then obviously you want your walls. Research. Oh, yes, definitely. There's actually quite a few good upgrades here at the beginning. I think the crap ones are up here, aren't they? Vanguard deployment for all goblins. Okay. Untainted's good though on that, you kinda need it. Lord recruiting +5. Oof. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that other thing stack, that one. Yeah, so you get income from raiding +2% all armies, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you've got it built in, say, 10 cities, plus your research, it kind of stacks up. Is that the last one on my province? Yeah, it is, yeah. So if anything, what I might try and do is, I might try and get trade as well as ally with I might try and get alliances and trade agreements with Skeven where possible, if I can.
Dare approach me.
Like that, for example. And he paid me for it. Happily, buddy. Oh, actually, that gives you Untainted as well. Oh, so you get 2 lots. So I get 3 there, and then I get 6 from that. So I'll have 9 Untainted, same basically as Dark Elves. But Dark Elves don't get the +2 in adjacent provinces. So it kind of untaints them as well. Right. Well, what I'm going to do is, because I need one, I'm going to go for that. Because I need a Goblin for a Scout, and I believe I can't get them yet. Oh, but I can get a Black Hawk Warboss. Yeah, let's take
Born for war. Born for war. Gonna whip you gets in a shape.
both of those. I don't want him on a boar. That one I technically don't need, which is fine, because it says he only need 1 skill point. Because that's for if he's outside of an army, where mine's going to be inside the army. So these 3 are all obviously good, and that one's not bad. I don't need that one at all. I can max out training just because, Same with the public order one. What have we got on these guys? I don't think I've really looked at these since. The attacking defense, that one's armor. Fucking 135 already. No, he's got the thing. See, as well, the fact that this guy, the Black Hawk Warboss here, has got the shield, you're supposed to have that option for the on-foot infantry version as well. Because there are 2 lots of, well, actually 3 lots of Black Hawks. There's the Black Hawks are just the great weapons. There's a Black Hawks with a one-handed chopper and a shield. So they're armoured to 9s like this fucking guy. And then there's another type, which I think is the Regiment Renown version, and they dual-wield 2 axes. Now those fuckers are dual-wielding 2 two-handed axes, I believe. They're kind of like Barbarian out of fucking Diablo 2. The others I don't think dual-wield that many, to be fair with you. But this hero, save for his simplicity, is stronger than some of the factions' lords. It's an absolute stomping machine. When you kit him out and you get him like a ward save and stuff on him.
Born for war. Show the boss what you've made of. This better involve fighting. Ready for murdering.
I don't think he'll attack while we're there. So it should be okay. And if he does, he'd probably lose anyway. I didn't think he'd move.
Let's go.
I don't get that, it's more weird. So they've turned Orc Biggins now into an anti-large unit. Even though the Biggins are smaller than Black Orcs by quite a large margin. But so now your Orc Biggins as well as your Orc Ballboy Biggins on cavalry are also their anti-large. Now they're not anti-large, but they do get a bonus verse large. Really, really strange. And the weird thing is as well, they've got 22 melee attack and 20 melee defense, which is absolute shit. These normal boys have got 22 melee attack and 22 melee defense. They've actually got better stats than the Biggins. The Biggins have just got a lot more health. Well, a lot more health. About 1,000 more health. But they cost a lot more, 237 to 162. We got ourselves a 17 strong army. He's got one more unit than we have, so we could give him a crack. I prefer using melee armors in this game as well. I know it's not the meta, because range units are generally so much stronger. But range units is such a pussy way to play. It's like, oh, we'll sit with a wall of spears or pole arms and just fire from behind. Melee armors requires you to use your brain, it requires more tactic. Because you know you're going to lose some of your troops on the way in. So, you have to play.
Boys!
A bit different.
Please read!
Weird gobbers!
Where they to kill? Biggest, brutalist orc! The Black Orcs will win! Please want war! Boys! War Watcher! Boys! Get 'em!
Gotta kill him!
Oh, they can't go down there? Oh, they can't.
Moving fast! Goblins! Where is Gobbos? Dickhead!
I'll speed this up. Oh, they're coming to attack anyway. I wouldn't have thought they'd come out of position. Fair enough, they have.
Choppers ready! Run, boys! Shifting! Moving fast!
The lads are ready!
We're the Green Tide! Slaughter! Wah! Bash 'em! Come on then, boys! Bash 'em!
We the war!
Boys! Ready!
We is better than them! We is better than them! Yeah!
Run, boys! Let's fight! Boys! Mort Watcher!
The lads are ready!
Bash you! Let's fight! Please want war! Let's get 'em! Have it! Attack! Let's do this! Suppose!
We is Gobbos! Go on, then! Gonna kill 'em! Let's scrap! Running!
What the fuck are they doing?
Moving fast! Moving fast!
Ready!
Finish!
You ain't the only one with the war, bitch.
Boys! Let's fight!
We is better than them. Gonna kill him.
Show us the enemy. What you want? Where's the scrap? I smell fear. Find them and kill them. Choppers ready. I'm the best. Fighting is life. Ready.
What does that do? Unit is a lord or hero, 24-second hex, minus 24 melee attack, minus 45% speed, minus 40 melee defense. Fucking hell.
Come on then.
Why are you against Grimgor Ironhide?
Boys,
Fucking hell. See, that's something the Deathmaster should have, something like that.
this is it.
Deathmaster's just got some twirling blade crap that's fucking useless.
Biggest, brutalist dog.
We is better than them. Get him. Yeah.
Get out, boys. Black is the new green. Time to war. We have
Whoa,
a
what
great
the
time.
fuck just happened there?
Boys,
This stinks.
What is this? Where are they? There.
Wah! God!
boys. Yeah.
The lads are ready. Running.
This is it. The immortals are ready. This better be good. Moving fast. Let's get him. Boys. Boys want war. Biggest, brutalist orc.
Wah! Moving fast. Running.
Negus Grimgor in.
Let's get stabby. Moving fast. Running.
In my personal opinion as well, you're probably better off not using range units with greenskins anyway. I mean, one, it's
Moving fast.
nothing like what a greenskin would do. The ones that use the bows, even among the goblins, they're considered the weaker ones.
Let's scrap. Running. We do it.
Time for slaughtering.
Let's scrap.
What are they doing?
Get going. Ah! Let's scrap.
Yeah, they've always prized themselves on being the best with their choppers, be that a sword or an axe.
I'm Grimgor. Running.
For example, you look at units like example the Black Orcs there, 219 kills. They just scythe whatever gets in the way. I think one thing they need to try and tailor as well in some cases with basic infantry. Not all factions, because not all factions it works with, but most factions generally have a one-handed weapon and shield variant, and then a two-handed weapon variant. And then some have dual variants. Not all do. Like, I don't even think the Empire actually have a dual variant. They do have multiple one-handed weapon and shield variants. And then they obviously have got spears, halberdiers. But then they've also got, like, great swords as well.
Into motion.
Alright, okay. What's this for?
The boys are pleased.
Nasty magic.
What?
I'll crush them all.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we don't... Well, actually...
This is my land. Move.
Give me those. Get rid of those. Get rid of those.
Bring it.
Alright.
Let's go.
And then
Start the war.
get rid of all that.
Gork, send me to battle.
Get rid of him. Get rid of those. And get rid of him. Destroy that. That'll keep for the time being because it'll help grow the province. And we'll do that one as well for more growth.
What you want? That's what Mork wants. Yeah, what?
There we go. Yeah, just get that maxed out early on. Right. It's a shame neither of these have got Siege Breaker. As soon as I get my next population surplus point, I think I'll put it into that straight away. And I want to go straight for that, so I can get my River Hag Troll. Because she has it built in. And she can replace the Doomdiver Catapult.
Here we go.
I shouldn't be really attacking anything with walls and like quickly on, to be fair. But it's just in case. Because if not, then I'm forced to besiege it. And if they've got more than one army, which most AI will have.
Gork's fist. Ready for murdering.
I can't do a whole lot. So, as soon as I get population surplus 2, I want that rather than upgrading these. I want my city first. Yeah, build up walls first to get the garrison up.
This better involve
I don't need a second army yet, and I can't really afford one anyway. Right. Can we recruit Nasty Skull? Because we can. Right. So what I might do is then...
Yeah, what?
Get rid of some of the ones that I do need. So unranked ones that are the most injured. Get rid of him.
Fist.
Get rid of him.
Let's go.
And get rid of him.
This better involve fighting.
Then give me 3 of those. I'm gonna have 4 nasty skulkers, and I'm probably gonna have 3 boar boys, and that'll give me 7. And then if I've got my 3 characters on top, which is my Lord, my Black Oak Warboss, and River Troll Hag, that gives me an even 10. Then I can have 10 units of Black Orcs.
Ready for murdering.
And the reason you don't want your Orc Biggins, really, if they're getting bonuses versus anti-large in most cases, against around this area. 1, because you're going to be against dwarves, who haven't got anything fucking large in their army unless they bring gyro bombers and gyrocopters, and they're shite in combat anyway. Or you're going to be against Skaven. Ooh. Well, they can bring in some units like Rat Ogres, Hell Pit Abominations in the far late game. But they don't really have much that's large. Most of their stuff is infantry based. So like on these, like their upgrades on these, you're better off taking the bonus versus infantry or leadership plus 10 and cause a sphere. There's not much point in that in most cases. And if there's nothing on the tech tree, which I'm guessing there's probably not, to make orcs core sphere, there's something there, though, isn't there? Isn't there? Might be weapon strength we're looking at. Might be better off just taking the leadership and the fear, because then it's what 112 leadership they've got. Now that also goes up as they rank up as well, so they're going to be really hard to break. And then causing fear is something you normally get in like a lot of vampire type armies, and it's really invaluable. It's not great against dwarves, but it's really fucking good against armies that have got crap leadership like Skaven, like Empire. You get Empire infantry breaking, you fear causing Black Orcs. That's a good thing to have, definitely.
Ready.
What do these get? Perfect Vigor or bonus versus infantry. Perfect Vigor. That's actually pretty good. Perfect Vigor. What do these get? Speed plus 15% and armor 15, or weapon strength 25%. Weapon 25% is quite a lot. Speed, well, 10% would be 7, so we're talking probably 10 extra speed. So we're talking 80 speed, and then 15 armor puts them at even 80 armor. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, it means they can get there faster, but they can chase down any range units anyway. There's no range units that are really going to escape them. And I think don't they get speed increases on one of these fucking things? Yeah, there. Orca boar units plus 10% speed. So they get some there already. I forgot they put in that confederation option. It's similar to what the Norskins have got, where you beat the leader, you can then confederate the faction. But unlike, example, other factions in the game that get a negative for confederating someone, these don't, because you've done it in the proper way by killing the enemy clan leader. There we go. So I need to replace that with a River Hag Troll and 2 more of these with regular Boar Boys when I get a chance. And then I'll slowly upgrade the Orc Boys to Black Orcs. Because Black Orcs aren't bad with the War in the early game. They start to fall off in the mid game in some cases. The War can still be okay, but with that, but you do want Black Orcs eventually. And Black Orcs being both, they've not got great melee defense, but they've got pretty good melee attack, which is obviously going to get higher as they rank up even further. So you're going to be talking high 40s, low 50s melee attack. And then you've also got weapon strength 50 that's on piercing. Obviously in this case it's going to get a lot higher because you've got more of a piercing damage there and a charge bonus. And see here I'm giving the goblins 8 more melee attack and defense. The boys get 8 more melee attack and 12% more weapon strength, so they do even more damage. There the goblins are getting 15 physical, 5 leadership and 12% weapon strength. And they're getting 8% ward save, 12 armour and 5 more melee defense. So they get the tankiness more so from rank 7. Because you're going to be talking at that point, God, 130 plus armour, 8% ward save, and somewhere in the neighbourhood of 40 odd melee defense as well. And then obviously you're going to have the melee attack, which is even higher still. Because that's from that one into, yeah, 8 more melee attack. Yes, they might even be close to 50, 60 melee attack with that. Which explains why they can hurt Iron Breakers. What are they currently on these? So that's a bog standard one. So with 8 more melee attack, he's going to have 24 melee defense, and he's going to have 34 melee attack. Nasty Skulkers. And they're going to get 15 physical. More leadership and more damage still as well on top. So they're going to have 50 leadership. 6 base weapon, 18 armor piercing. They're going to get 12% more damage on top of that as well. But all I need to do, I'm not expecting great things from these. As long as they do what I need them to do, which is to kill enemy range units and enemy artillery primarily. They're primarily my artillery killers, and then my boar boys will be running down and killing archers primarily. There we go. A slightly bigger garrison. Not wars yet, and in 3 turns, population surplus 2, I can upgrade to that, and then I can unlock these next 2 recruitment slots. So actually, what I can do in that next one, I can build this to get my River Hag Trolls, but I can also build that so I can recruit my Boar Boys. Get them in there. Because that already gets like a beefy fucking garrison, doesn't it? I know it gets a ridiculous one later on. Yeah, like 5 Black Orcs in there. I really hope they do something as well in Warhammer 3 with garrisons, and especially garrison heroes.
Let's have you then. I'll hear what you say.
Okay. End their, you know, give the garrison heroes like a garrison hero tree, so they can rank up like a regular hero and become stronger. If that hero gets really stronger, then let's say you've got, I don't know, a level 30 hero in the garrison force that you've got, and he's got his own special tree. So like if it's a caster, they can have some spells. If it's a melee guy, make him as hard as fucking nails in melee. Maybe even give him like a small blue or red tree where he buffs certain units or all units when they're attacked. Or they can increase the turns before they run out of supplies while, you know, because he's in there. Something like that. It adds a bit more personality into the characters that are in there themselves. Because obviously you don't initially get them, you just get units. You get the hero usually at level 3, don't you? I think. Or is it not on this one? They must only get theirs then through the things. Is that through there? Where did these get theirs from? See, there gives you an Orc Shaman. So you get an Orc Shaman in your garrison from that. I know I've seen either a Goblin Chieftain or something before in a garrison. I don't get it. Not a clue. So only one there it seems to be if you build the Shaman's Hut, which you've got to build for Untainted. You get a Shaman in there. But then that Shaman example could get stronger. So they could give him like his basic yellow tree for like casting his spells. And then maybe like missile resistance, magic resistance, that sort of stuff. Non-aggression pact, but I wants me to pay him. How about no? So he ended it with me. Then gave me back. Yeah, I'm not looking to recruit another army yet. I mean, I've got these lords here, so if need be, if I'm under attack again, I can recruit a lord and stick in some regiments of renown. That's pretty much what I'm going to use my regiments of renown for. The only ones that I might use... They're anti-large. Okay. Might be those ones. The Crimson Killers. Because obviously they completely in theme with my army. So I'll probably make them a permanent edition somewhere. I don't know if they've got a regiment renowned unit of Nasty Skulkers. They don't. And then these are the only other 2 units I might add to my armies. The Feral Hydras or the Lava Ragnarok Spider. I might add those in. Again, they can be wall breakers alongside the River Hag Troll, or if I can't recruit them with River Hag Trolls at the time, it's that sort of option. And obviously they'd be replacing some Black Orc units.
Make your offer, but do it quickly.
Am I even at war with them? Alright, okay. Fair enough. For 200 gold? Why not?
Let's have you then.
Oh, that's why. Underweight there.
Cheers, Golden. This bear involve fighting. Ready for murdering.
You what?
Give me that. I thought as much. Pussy.
Talk, 'cause my
Why not?
Yeah, what? This bear leads a war.
Stop that.
Because problem with this is, I think has he got another army there? Is that his only army? That might be his only army. How many provinces has he got? That's something. What's it called? Oh, he's only got those 3. All right. So Thorgan must have died then. If this
I have
guy's
no
taken
time
over.
for this.
So the thing is, what they'll do is they'll hop the fence, as I like to call it, the mountain range, and even when that's got walls with a 20 stack army, they can probably still take it. Because bear in mind, it's only going to be garrison troops, and garrisons, unless it's a city, are never generally that good. And if you stay there, what he does is he tries to go around and either attack Black Crag or Iron Rock. Now, Black Crag's garrison has become a lot stronger. At the moment, it isn't. I think it does become quite a bit stronger at level 3, isn't it? What is it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then it goes up to 16 strong. And it gets bigger, I think, with pretty much each level almost. It gains some more troops and better ones. So you gain like more Black Orcs. And at this point of the game, they've only got basic ass dwarves. So they're not rocking long beards, they're not rocking hammers, they're not really rocking iron bricks and stuff like that yet. So you've got to try and find a way to get hold of him. So if he comes back and he walks into the ambush, I can try and take him out.
Not likely.
I mean, it is still dwarves, so you've got to be careful, because your average dwarf will beat your average orc. The only thing you've got going in your favour is the war. When the war procs, they become stamping machines. But I potentially could wipe them out early on. Maybe not that. But I could take both of these, and then, if need be, just lay siege to it. Just starve them out. If I take that early on, then that's the dwarves out of the equation. And unlike when the AI tries to kill someone, I won't let them come back. They'll be staying dead. And then that means then there's what? Thoric Ironbrow down bottom, who's probably going to get dealt with by Moors. You've got Belagar over yonder, and you've got Ungrim up here. But that takes out 2 of their strongest legendary lords as well. Because they lose not only Thorgrim, they lose Grombrindal. Neither of which you want to fight when they've got all 4 purples. And what is average condition on this shit anyway? Okay, so let's try the following factions. So you've got to destroy every faction of orcs, or in this case, confederate them. So I confederated those, and these have been destroyed by Luxorate. Occupy a little race, 25 different settlements. That one's easy. 8 provinces. We've got Black Crag, obviously. Karakate Peaks is really nearby. Karak. Skavenblight's not miles away. Altdorf. Drakenhof. That's 6. Corona, Kislev maybe. Magliano's actually near Skavenblight. Probably Sartosa, because down there I can take Sartosa, Magliano and Skavenblight, although it depends on the thing with the Skaven, because obviously I'd like Skaven as allies, not enemies. But then again, if it gets taken by, say, Magliano, then obviously I can take it. And the fun mount from raiding, that'll be easy later on. And then defeat the leaders of chaos. Fair enough. These aren't too bad. The rich conditions for Clanishin were a bit of a ball ache. Oh, it's that guy, not Warwick, but then again, they just declared war on me as well, so I've got enemies to the north and the south. Iron Rock. I mean, we're going to want that, obviously. And then when I get rid of that, I'll probably just build the Horde. It's 400 free gold, but then it's saying plus 35%. So it goes to 540. Why do I get plus 35%? Is that because of this thing? Because that's got a similar effect to Manfred von Karstein's place. Oof. Alright, okay. Yes, this is really good for recruiting Black Orcs here, definitely. But I don't really want to go that way. And I don't really want to go too far this way. I might take some territory here, but I'm looking to basically take stuff here and push up a little bit to Bat Zufbar here. I don't want to go too far because of Chaos. When Chaos come down, I want them to have to deal with whatever's here, and that'll soften them up. And then if they come down the mountain pass, they can walk straight into my ambushes, and I'll take them apart one at a time. And then I'm looking to push this way and that way in the Empire, is what I'm wanting to do. Obviously, you don't always get what you want, because it depends on who declares war on you. And if, say, I get clan wars coming at me from the south, if they just declare war, then obviously I've got to deal with him in some capacity. Or at least keep his armies at bay. But if Skaven get rolling, they're a doomed hiding themselves. They're a hard thing to stop. We need that for the trolls, and we need the other one for the bulls. That one. Expensive, expensive, expensive. Both of those. Oh, actually. Hold on a second. Just realised what I ain't got. That's actually what I wanted. Him.
What you want?
What I want, mate, is you. And you got a good one, so you got campaign line of sight. Which is pretty good.
What
Can I
you
use this
want?
little fucker
Yeah. You're
as
the
a scout?
boss. Gork wants me.
Get some.
Let me scout some of the assassins. Where you do want a Black Orc big boss in each army, you probably want as many goblin chieftains as you can get your hands on, because they're just, obviously the sooner you recruit them, they start leveling, so you've got more chance of getting them to level 20 and getting them immortality, so they can't actually be killed. And you want to be maxing out things like Assassinate and Specialist as quick as you can. Damage Wars is also quite good on this guy. And you've got your Cleanse Corruption when he's in the area. Block Army, obviously just max out the blue stuff apart from that. Because that's only when he's inside an army, which is not going to be. So he can be good for what you need him on that. I mean, you could always hit a city beforehand and put those wall bridges in. You just run straight in. You can put him on a mount or not. It's entirely cosmetic, I think, for the campaign map. Ooh. He also gets campaign line of sight plus 12%. So that on top of that makes me an even better scout. Because he can see further. So he's already got 10% from his trait. I think it's another 12. Shit.
This better involve fighting. I'll do it. Keep moving.
It's now time to test the AIs in a retard. Because, well, he's got a 12 strong army. But I've got exactly 12 as well. The difference is
Stop
that
that!
he's got a lord. He can probably take Iron Rock, in all honesty. There's a good chance he probably can. But if he takes it, the best thing for him to do would be to raise it. If he occupies it, I just kill him next turn and take it back. This is the problem I've got now, is where they attack me from one side and then they hop the fence and attack me from the other. And obviously I can't stop both at the same time. Thorgrim's back. I need to eliminate, I think, my bigger threat first, which is going to be the normal dwarves. Because that's Thorgrim and Grambindel gone in one spell swoop. Yeah, it's stupid. The AI and the inner retard. I probably can't beat him because he's got 5 lots of Quarrelers, which both outrange me. I can't really do much against him, to be fair.
Wolf Riders! The lads are ready!
But then again, as I said, garrisons aren't fantastic. But there's something else I can do. If need be, I can revert to the autosave.
This is it! Don't one shot! Arrow boys! We're the grain time! What you want?
What?
Choppers ready! Boys! Arrow boys! Show us the enemy! Run, boys!
We is better than them! Moving fast!
Dwarf Warriors Great Weapons are going to hurt as well. That's the other problem.
Gonna kill him! Let's fight!
Slaughter! Boys! Here we go! Let's get 'em! This is it!
Let's scrap!
Boys! North Watcher! Choppers ready! Arrow boys! Boys! Face one more! Smash 'em!
Let's scrap!
We're the great tide!
Gonna kill him!
What are these idiots doing?
Moving fast! Ready!
I always get one set of more on archers about to get in combat.
Get going!
Get ready to war! Boys! This
Oh,
is
come
it.
on. Do what I'm telling you, fucking hell.
Let's get 'em! Arrow boys!
I did ask them repeatedly to move and attack that, and they didn't do it.
Run, boys!
So even fucking Goblin Wolf Boys still aren't being buffed enough. They can't even beat Quavellers
Time for slaughter!
in combat.
He's better than them!
It doesn't matter if they like cavalry or not, it doesn't make a difference.
Dummy.
Ranged units shouldn't be beating cavalry in combat one-on-one with no support. Shouldn't work that way.
This is it! Shifting! Moving fast! Boys!
Gonna kill him! Charge!
Ready to bash! War ready! Arrow boys!
The lads are ready! We is gobbies! Running! Moving fast! Wolf Riders!
We're off! Ready to bash!
Get going!
Yeah. I didn't think I'd win that anyway. If he does raise it, there's something I can do to probably stop it, in all honesty. But I'll see what he does first. If he occupies it, it's fine, because then I get to kill one of his armies. And I get some more experience on Grimgor. And now he's raiding? Alright, okay. For fuck's sake. Whatever.
Dog's fist!
Just kill that. Kill him.
Let's go! War!
Yeah. I'm not gonna bother fighting this, it's just not worth my time.
This better involve fighting. Yeah, on to it. I'm almost this way.
All I think they've done is they've knocked him back down to level 1 again, which is quite annoying. But Karadrunga's up to level 3.
What do you want? Get going!
No.
Ah! Thorgrim's having his hands full with that guy.
What are you?
See if he wants so.
One.
Yeah, good.
Alright, you got my check. Go on then.
Kill it up.
Boss!
What have we got in terms of Skaven going round?
Glenmore! Do not bore me. Running dash. Master of this clan, Lord. More heads.
Oh, he's a one of those, that's why. Right. I'll see what that other army does. I like how they're walking straight past Wurzag's armies. Wurzag's doing note to those and they're doing note to him. He's got into ambush stance. Okay. Not weird at all. Normally I wouldn't do what I did there because obviously as a melee army you don't really want to get caught in march stance because you need your troops to be as fresh as possible. I need to be between here and here so I can see these, because when he leaps I don't think he can leap from there. I think it's a bit too far. I think he has to leap from further here or here to get over here. So I can just keep an eye on them.
Ready for murdering.
I expected that's what he was going to do.
What you want?
You're just going to be an annoying little prick.
That's what Mork wants. Yeah, what?
Do you take me for
He's not trying to fight my army because he can't beat me. He's manoeuvring round my army. So what he'll probably do next turn, wager odds, is probably going to come back. He's probably going to either march stance or underway back down here. And it's going to be a back and forth game unless I go into ambush stance and try and catch his army.
No.
And it's what's so annoying about playing against the dwarves. Because they're underway all over the place, they don't fight you. And when they've got multiple armies, they can attack 2 locations where you can potentially defend 1. But why I'm trying to level up Grimgor, just in case that does happen, is because then I can recruit like a war boss, get a war boss out.
Gork's fist.
And then when I start unlocking them, I can get regiments from now on out. And pop them in there to bolster it. That's one thing regiments from now on are always good for. Really, really good for auto-resolve. Because they class them really high. Because they're rank 9 of what they are. So if you've got regiments on in your army they haven't in theirs, it really goes heavily in your favour. Ooh, actually, if that applies to Black Hawks as well, that's going to be quite dirty. Obviously, the only problem is you need that scrap stuff, don't you, for it? I definitely want to buff up the orcs, definitely first. They're the staple of my army. What I'll do is, did I save it? I didn't save it, no. So I'll save it there. Because this is going to be an hour and a half episode, because it's the first one to get into the new one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, give me a like. If you're new around here, drop me a subscription. Helps grow the channel. It's free, don't cost you anything. And if you leave me a comment below, I'll reply to you. Take care everyone, and have a great day.